Every now and then we look around our city and we see something new and exciting. And one of those things just happens to be led by Chris Rod and Toni Chin. They're here with us today to talk a little bit about some of the events coming up. And fellows, thanks for taking some time out of those schedules of yours today.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the opportunity as well.
Thanks, Randy.
Let's talk a little bit, Tony, about the organization and what it represents and how it got started. I find that interesting.
Yeah, it pretty much started with the Filipino Food and Music Festival last year. The idea was to bring all the Filipino entrepreneurs together, so we can work together in building our community, giving jobs to other Filipinos here and even other diversities. And coming together has always been like a goal for everybody else all over. So that like if we reach for something or if we strive for something, it would be much better if we come together as one. That is the main purpose of forming this group.
And that's the Saskatoon Association of Filipino Entrepreneurs Inc. that we're
Yes,
speaking of, right?
yeah, yes,
Do you call it SAFE as a
yeah,
acronym there?
yeah.
In terms of when it got started and things of that nature, did a bunch of you just kind of say we need to do this, or did it just kind of grow from that natural organic event that you guys started with?
Yeah, it kind of grew from there. Like it just sparked like that, and then because before that event happened, like we were just doing our things by ourselves. Like we don't care about the other Filipino entrepreneurs and stuff like that. But when that day came, when that event came, like especially during the first day when everybody has no idea what to do or what to expect, everybody was backing up. Everybody was there to help each other out. So I think that's what started it.
And this is all of the business community, the entrepreneurs from the Filipino community, just to be clear.
Ye- Yes, yes.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about the event itself, Chris. To bring you in, what is it that people can expect when we get the dates announced and people want to come to this?
Well, Randy, when we started the Filipino event, it basically was more. I was gearing it to a music festival. So for the past 3 years, I've been doing music festival within the bars here in Saskatoon and having Filipino bands play and even Filipino musicians. And then last year, we just had the idea of putting it as a Filipino music and food street festival. Now it's out in the open. Everybody's going to be there to enjoy not only the music but now the Filipino food, with the Filipino restaurants, Filipino food businesses, and that's we gave them the invitation. Tony and the rest of the guys, they were very happy about it. It's what Tony said. We were just really not didn't have a clue what to do on the first food festival. So when we went out there, everybody helped out. Everybody did their part in helping, and that's what really made this event possible and made this organization thrive into becoming one unit. For the festival, when we announced it, the biggest thing is celebrating the Filipino culture, which is music, and also the other thing would be food. So if you haven't tried the Filipino food in so many ways and how delicious it is, then this is the best time to be there.
You can't forget just the camaraderie and the friendship that we've gotten to know from the Filipino community over the years as the immigration has started to settle into Saskatoon in larger numbers. It's been fascinating and totally enlightening from my point of view. If we talk about some of the food component of this, maybe come back to Chef Tony.
Sure.
What types of things would people expect and are unique to the Filipino community?
Like been here for almost a bit a long time in Saskatoon, and most of our specialties are Canadians' favorites nowadays too. Especially like our barbecue, our pancit, and our spring rolls. Those three stuff are the most favorite items that like some of my friends like me bringing to their parties and stuff like that, or some of the people here buying in our shop, trying to give it to their company or having a potluck or something or party to present to their other diversity co-employees.
And you talk about your restaurant. Where is that located and what is it called?
Our place is Flora's Authentic Filipino Cuisine. We're a catering service, and we're located at 1017 22nd Street West. It's alongside Dairy Queen, near Avenue H, and it's also near KFC.
Right.
We're almost downtown.
And when we look at the Filipino community, what do you think is attracting them here to Saskatoon, and how do they set their roots down and become entrepreneurs, or are a lot of them coming here with business backgrounds from the Philippines?
I can say that all of us have businesses backgrounds back in the Philippines, but like for from my own experience, like our roots, like being hard workers, having good work ethics, and like morals and stuff like that. We're always willing to start from scratch, going from step one to wherever it may take us. I think that that's a Filipino mentality that's making some of us, or most of us, thrive here in Saskatoon.
And just to add on to that, Randy, the biggest migration here, I know for a fact that during the 80s was more of the Filipino medical profession, like the nurses that were invited to migrate here. And once that happened, then again, service industry like hospitality, going through Tim Hortons were hiring Filipinos from to come here to migrate, and then that's where you get the families coming over. I myself, my wife's a nurse. She came here in 2011. I followed her 2013. I had a business back home. I was an event organizer for 15 years. When I came here, I started, different jobs, cleaning. I started, Canadian Tire, all that stuff. And then the passion was there to have the business. So I decided to create my events company. And that's when all the events started to happen again.
I think it's a big piece of the puzzle with the community that's here in Saskatoon. And thank you both for inviting and sharing the wider community to the event. Do we have dates, and what do you have planned that we can look forward to?
Yes. So our event for the second the Saskatchewan Filipino Music and Food Street Festival will be happening on August 5, 6, and 7 at the Kiwanis Memorial Park, down just right beside the Best. So that will be 3 days of fun. You will have you'll have the day-to-day live karaoke challenge. Filipinos love karaoke, right?
Yeah.
So that's a live karaoke challenge. Everybody can just go up there and just say, "Hey, I'm gonna be part of it." You have your song, and then you get a prize. And then next we have the Filipino culture. We have Filipino painters will display, and sculptors will display their art there for 3 days. We have the Little Miss Filipino Canadian pageant for kids, and that would be a big part too. And then we also have the our pageant. Sorry, not a pageant, but a fashion show with Filipino culture. We have the Bahay Kubo, which is we dress up a tent. Bahay Kubo is the nipa hut, a hut.
The Nipa Hut, yeah.
Yeah, nipa hut.
That's our ancestral
our
home types back home in the Philippines.
it symbolizes the Filipino where we live, and kind of during way back. So we will have a dress up there for a nipa hut, and hopefully we can get the Filipino mode of transportation, public mode of transportation in the Philippines. We call a jeepney to be displayed there for people to take pictures. But one of the music's there, Filipino bands, Filipino musicians will be there, and then we will have the food, which our Filipino restaurants will be serving. We did not expect the outcome last year was so overwhelming. I think we had so many people come for the 2 days. Now it's 3 days, so we are expecting a more lively outcome. And then
Yeah,
last,
I actually got sick from last year.
so what happened? Just a quick mention: when they started the first day, they had lineups. They had to call their cousins, their friends, and everybody to help out in their tent because they did not expect that lineup.
The overwhelming support was
And
amazing. It was spectacular.
and then we have Filipino car enthusiasts that are they have their vehicles, whatever they do. We have a mini car show that they're going to display their vehicle. So this is really a whole lot of fun for the next 2 days, and the kids will enjoy their balloon guy, their clown, their entertainment. That will be for the kids there too.
So it's truly a family event then. I thought maybe more was just for adults to have some supper and things like that, but you can come down with your family and enjoy the days. I guess 3 of them,
Yep.
Yeah.
all the while there. Is it something that people can call ahead about or plan for, or can they get involved or make plans? How would they get a hold of one of you to get more information?
So for the business group, it's Safe Inc. They just have to email Safe Inc. That's Safe 2021 YXC at gmail.com. And for the event, we will have the posters ready hopefully by April. So April, we will be blasting out on social media and other platforms to announce the event.
Well, I think I have to make a note here that I don't do these interviews on an empty stomach, because I can't wait to see what happens in the weekend then.
Give me your address. I'll send you some food now.
Yeah.
What a wonderful guy. My utils. Thank you so much, Chef Tony and Chris, for taking some time out. We'll see you folks on the long weekend this year in Kiwanis Park. Salamat po.
Salamat.
You're
Salamat.
very welcome. Thank
Maraming salamat.
Thanks, Randy, for the opportunity, and we hope to see you. Visit us at the restaurant.
Good thing. Thank you both. That's our show for today. I'd like to thank our guests, Chris Rod and Toni Chin, as well as Danilo Pudirak from the Ukrainian Canadian Congress of Saskatchewan. I'm your host, Randy Shavila. We'll see you next time on Connect.